Imagine revolutionizing the way people communicate, creating products that are in billions of hands, and still being told you're not good enough to lead. This is the story of Steve Jobs, a man whose vision transformed the world, but whose journey was anything but easy. Fired from his own company, doubted by many, and yet, he rose again to create an enduring legacy. Let's dive into the incredible life of the man behind Apple. Steve Jobs was born on February 24, 1955, in San Francisco, California. Adopted by Paul and Clara Jobs, Steve grew up in Silicon Valley, the future hub of technology. From a young age, Jobs showed curiosity and creativity, tinkering with electronics in the family garage. But he was far from an ideal student, often clashing with authority and seeking unconventional ways of learning. At 20, Steve dropped out of Reed College, yet he continued to attend classes that intrigued him, like calligraphy. This small decision would later influence the beautiful typography of Apple products. Jobs believed in following curiosity, even when it didn't have a clear purpose at the time. In 1976, Steve Jobs, alongside Steve Wozniak and Ronald Wayne, started Apple Computer in his parents' garage. Their first product, the Apple I, was a modest success, but it was the Apple II that made waves, becoming one of the first widely used personal computers. Jobs' passion for design and user experience became the hallmark of Apple. In 1984, the Macintosh was introduced with the iconic 1984 Super Bowl commercial. It was the first mass-market computer with a graphical user interface. But behind the scenes, cracks were forming. Jobs' leadership style was intense, demanding perfection and often clashing with others at Apple. These tensions eventually led to a shocking turn of events. In 1985, Steve Jobs was ousted from the very company he helped create. It was a devastating blow, but Jobs didn't let it define him. Instead, he founded Next, a tech company focused on high-performance computers, and bought Pixar, a struggling animation studio. While Next didn't achieve massive commercial success, its software later became the foundation for Apple's macOS. Meanwhile, Pixar flourished, releasing Toy Story in 1995, the world's first fully computer-animated film. Jobs became a billionaire through Pixar's success. Steve later reflected on this period, saying, "Getting fired from Apple was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. It freed me to enter one of the most creative periods of my life." This was the beginning of his comeback. In 1997, Apple was on the brink of bankruptcy. Steve Jobs returned as CEO and initiated a series of bold moves that would change everything. The iMac, launched in 1998, was a runaway success with its colorful, user-friendly design. But Jobs wasn't done. In 2001, he unveiled the iPod, a device that changed how we listen to music. In 2007, came the iPhone, which redefined communication, and later the iPad, Apple Watch, and more. Under Jobs, Apple became the most valuable company in the world. What set Steve Jobs apart wasn't just his vision but his obsession with detail. He believed in creating products that were not only functional but beautiful, a seamless blend of technology and art. Despite his success, Jobs faced immense personal challenges. He was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in 2003 and battled the disease for years while continuing to lead Apple. His health declined, but his passion remained unwavering. He famously said, "Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose." Jobs stepped down as Apple's CEO in 2011, just weeks before his passing on October 5, 2011. His death was mourned worldwide, but his legacy continued through the products and philosophy he left behind. Steve Jobs' life is a testament to the power of resilience, creativity, and thinking differently. He taught us to embrace failure, follow our passions, and never settle for mediocrity. As he said, "The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do." His journey reminds us that greatness isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. And though he's gone, Steve Jobs continues to inspire generations to dream big and act boldly. If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more, and share it with someone who needs a dose of motivation today. Thanks for watching.